Hello, this is Chip Baker of Chip Baker, The Success Chronicles. And I'd like to talk to you today about 4 tips that I believe will help you have a successful school year. You may be thinking, who is that guy? Well, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm a fourth generation educator. I've been blessed to be a teacher and coach for 19 years. I'm going on my 20th year uh, in the education profession. And I've worked with students and staffs of all walks of life. I've taught everything under the special ed umbrella. Was fortunate enough to be the teacher of the year on my campus at Conroe High School and Conroe ISD in Texas. And as far as coaching, I've coached all sports from junior high to the high school level. And so I've been blessed to have an amazing career where I've been around some amazing people to learn from. Started in my life as a youngster, of people to watch around me to see as far as, my family and then in church and just amazing people. And also in my career, I've been blessed to be around some awesome folks to learn from. And so I just want to share with you some of the tips that I've observed from them, not necessarily of me, but these are the things that I've seen great people do that have helped them be successful. First, have grace and a grateful heart. To me, I think that's where it all starts. Be thankful for the opportunity that you have to make a positive impact in the lives of children each day. Understand that no one is perfect but the big man. And that means no child or any of us. None of us are perfect. We have made tons of mistakes in our lives that we have learned from. Now it's our opportunity to help guide the students through their mistakes because we all make them. So have grace and a grateful heart. Next, second, focus in and do your job. Focus on being the best you that you can be. There's a quote from David Chin, and he's the CEO of Sparkle Coin. He says, you don't have to conquer the world. You just have to conquer yourself. And I'm a believer that when we do this, everything else falls into place. Everyone is assigned to do a job. Do that job to the best of your ability every day. Great organizations run smooth because everyone in the organization knows their role and strives to do the best that they can at their role. They do not worry about what someone else is doing. They just focus in on their job. The team leader, the department head, the head coach, and the principal have the jobs of ensuring that everyone is doing the right things. So focus in and do your job. Third, have established routines. Personally, I have a daily routine that I try to live by every day. I focus in and try to do this. I call it the SHG principle. First, show up. Just be there every day, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what you feel about different things. Just show up. Second, have a great attitude. We control our attitude. It's a choice. Okay. And then give your all. If you give maximum effort at everything you're doing, then you have a great shot of being successful. So to me, SHG principle, show up, have a great attitude, and give your all. And if we can do that, we control the controllables, and it allows us to not focus on the uncontrollables. As far as the classroom, have class routines. We all thrive off of structure. Once all is structured and the expectations and consequences are clearly communicated, then you can add wrinkles and adjustments. From a high school perspective, those kids have 7 bosses or teachers, bosses, each day, depending on how your school is scheduled. As a teacher, be who you are. Be comfortable with who you are in your classroom. Don't assume the students know it, but teach it to them. Teach them how to adapt, and then follow through on consequences when they don't perform to your expectations. So the third thing is have established routines. Fourth, have an open growth mindset and positive perspective. There's a quote from Gary Brackett that says, those that can see the invisible can achieve the impossible. And Gary Brackett was a linebacker that played on the Colts football team, played in 2 championships. He won 1 championship and was a captain for the Colts football team for 6 years. What you choose to believe, to see, becomes your reality. An example of that is that class clown student with ADHD in your class. Shift your perspective to see it as positive energy and put him or her to work to use that energy in a positive way. You will see that student begin to take ownership in your class, which will propel him or her to take ownership in his or her learning. Now, we all know that you will have to be exact with the student on what you expect from him or her, as well as the consequences if the expectations aren't met. But the student will meet those expectations or they'll receive the consequences. But more than that, the student will trust you because they know that you've gone out on a limb for them. And they'll do anything that you ask of them because they know that they can trust you. The 4 tips that will help you have a successful school year is 1, have grace and a grateful heart. That's where it starts. 2, focus in and do your job. 3, have established routines. And 4, have an open growth mindset and positive perspective. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a great school year. Go get it.